Hi everyone, I hope you can hear me. It's really windy today. I'm near Shirvanshah metro station because I'm meeting with my friend from the UK, Katie. We are going to visit the Shirvanshah Palace and just talk about her impressions about Azerbaijan. She had been to a wedding here, so it's going to be interesting to hear her opinion. It's not her first time here, that's why she has quite an experience, and we're going to talk about it all in this video. We have a fun story of getting acquainted. I saw Katie from Story of Drought Run X, our representatives at the Eurovision Song Contest last year, and at that time I was looking for foreigners to help me out with my survey for my thesis. And whenever I saw some foreign name somewhere, I was like, maybe it's my chance, I will write and they will help. And Katie was kind enough to not only fill the form but also stay in touch with me. We found some common interests such as BTS, and it's been really great. It's for a whole year now, more than a year.
Yeah.
We still are in touch, and now she's here. She came to attend the wedding of her friend, who surprisingly turned out to be the former classmate of my brother. And it's like insane. When you have situations like this with Azerbaijan people, you're used to it. But it's really different this time. Before we move on with the video, I'd like to give some brief information about the Shirvanshah dynasty and the foundation of this palace. Shirvanshahs ruled over the northern Azerbaijan in medieval times, and they existed from the 9th to the 16th century, which makes them one of the longest lasting empires in the whole world. Their first capital was Shah, but after a devastating earthquake destroyed the city in 1192, the capital moved to Baku. And in the 13th century, the construction of the Palace of Shirvanshahs began. The complex located on the highest point of Shah is considered one of the most fascinating monuments of Azerbaijani medieval architecture. The Palace of Shirvanshahs consists of 6 main buildings, and they were all constructed at different times as the need arose. What was a huge discovery for me is that many people do not believe that this was actually used as a palace. Now that I think about it, actually didn't give me the vibe of the palace. I mean, the main building, we didn't find any huge bedrooms or grand entrances for receiving guests. So maybe these people are right and this place was actually used for small offices or as a living quarters for monks. Who knows? And now let's enter the palace. Actually, it was my first time coming to the Shirvanshahs Palace as a grown-up. I didn't remember anything as I visited it when I was a kid, so I can say we shared our first impression of this place with Katie. What is this sound? Like a waterfall? They have this Buddha symbol. I recognize it. It's actually getting its roots from that time. Well, this has to be a lamp or chandelier. Haven't guessed any of the objects right till now. This one is chalkboard. And this one's gaval. Oh, okay, gaval I know. It's like a drum. And this is santur. I wonder how they sound. This throne room was destroyed by Russians in the 18th century. Here is the design of the throne itself, how it was described. People were sitting here discussing stuff. I was sitting somewhere there, probably. The tiles for the bathroom.
Yeah.
This material.
Just a lot more decorative.
Yes. So beautiful. What a mug. Like, if my hand is here. He's playing the instrument, that guy. They didn't describe which one. Cool. And we have some wind as well. Chang. Sumerian culture. It's really ancient actually. Looks like a harp, I guess. Sounds like it as well. This one, I think we've seen it, yes. Santur. And this one is wood. Something for the horses. Style. Wow. It included all the sides in a vertical picture. Wow. Wow. It's from Istanbul. This one.
Oh, yes.
Same case, it's cute. I'd love to have a similar one. Oh, it's from the wood. I would say it's from metal.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like this place. I really love the art, actually. People are coming from there as well. Turns out the palace continues downstairs, and oh, these are the remnants of Bail Fortress. Are you up for it?
If you like. Do you fancy it?
Probably got damaged in the fire. Something.
Yeah.
It has some interesting smell.
Yeah.
This room. This is the back entrance, or I should say the exit.
Yes.
It's called Murad Kapısı, Murad's Gate. Let's check if we can come out of here. No, it's locked. Yeah. I need to go all the way
Back around and go.
Yeah. Some cute flowers, bushes. So, Katie, what do you think?
Really love the architecture. Really happy that it's been restored, and the views of the skyline is really nice as well, and really worth seeing even just for that alone.
But I expected more relics and more gardens for sure. It's like lacking here.
Yeah, that would have been helpful, definitely.
Yes. But the views, yeah, they're totally worth it. Entering my first mosque in the old city, actually. I love when they're so simple. No light at all, but there's some chair. I'm not really that into religion, so I can't quite explain to you what this means and everything. Oh, it's really dark. There is this little passage, which is also interesting why they made it. Like you can go from there. And they have something inside, not really.
It's like men's and women's entrance, maybe.
Oh, yeah, yes. That's logical. They've got this little fountain here as well, at the back of the Shah mosque. And behind it, we've got the bath. It looks pretty much how it was. I've always been passing by this place, never ever imagining this is the past. The former building of Italian embassy. Penguin Chubuk Museum. One of my favorite spots of Ali Aga Wahid Monument and the entrance from behind Shirvanshah metro station.
You're welcome. Good.
What do you feel? What do you taste? The first thing.
The herb, definitely.
Yeah.
It's quite like tart as well. It's refreshing, definitely.
Yes.
It's needed.
Is there something else you can taste?
You can get the herbs, you can get the yogurt. A bit sweet as well.
Yeah. There's one more ingredient really famous here.
You'd have to tell me. I'm not sure.
Rice.
Okay.
It's like really soft.
Now you've said it.
There has to be the peas as well, but it's not compulsory, so that they don't have it this time. Yeah, I just haven't found them, and I just got my first sip. I'd like to ask you first about how did you learn about Azerbaijan for the first time? Do you remember?
So, my first memories of Azerbaijan, obviously as someone who covers Eurovision, was Baku 2012, and my connection with the country was because I made friends with my friend Ilaha from the Azerbaijan delegation, and she invited me to Baku for the first time.
When was your first time? Like 2 years ago, right?
September 2023 was my first time.
Wow, so you kept in touch since that time?
Exactly.
Oh my god, that's great. What is your favorite dish in Azerbaijan? Like blitz question, blitz survey.
The eggs and tomatoes, 100%.
Today you also tried kuku, and you said it's good,
which
right?
was really good, yeah.
But that one is better. Okay. For me it's vice versa. I don't know why I don't like tomato stuff. What do you remember about Azerbaijan, like the most interesting part? I think the first time you came here was Baku.
Yep.
And about the sites, maybe about the people, just all your main impressions, what you can say.
So I think what really stands out to me about Baku is how easy it is to make friends. I always say that you can make more friends in a week in Baku than you can make in London in a year. And I think that's what brought me back here. It was people. It wasn't to see places, it wasn't to see buildings like it was the first time, it was to see people. And that's what I really love about the city.
Yes. How about the architecture and maybe nature? Do you feel like it's too little here? About the trees and everything?
It's a good question. There's definitely less than in London with us. We've got Hyde Park in London, St James Park. You have the boulevard here, which I really like. I love walking up the boulevard. The buildings, we were just talking about this. I love the contrast of Baku. The architecture is crazy. It almost feels like each building is in competition with each other to be the most extravagant, and I love that about the city. But then the old town feels like you've crossed the road and you've crossed into a different continent and a different century, and I think that's a really unique thing, and it's something I really enjoy.
And I said to Katie that it feels like mostly any city in the world has some balance of old and modern architecture. She said that here the thing is that the difference between the periods is huge.
Yeah.
And we have balance between Asia and Europe, which is more like interesting. And yeah, as a person who lives here, I don't really pay too much attention to this, so it was nice to hear about it. I've got this question, and I thought I would definitely ask about it. Do you have the tradition in the UK, tea ceremony at 5 and stuff, like, or it's already fading away?
Sometimes we have afternoon tea. It's still a thing. It's not ingrained into our culture. I'd say it's something that we do more as a treat.
Not that famous. Oh, we used to read about in textbooks.
Yeah.
Like some common trait between English and Azerbaijani, we love tea.
Yes, we're tea drinkers, definitely.
Yes.
I think that's one of my favourite things here as well. It's a tea drinking culture.
Yes. Now though, times are changing a little bit. People prefer coffee sometimes, but when we meet with the guests at houses and everything, we definitely serve them tea instead of coffee. About Azerbaijani language. Do you think it's really hard or to pronounce as an English person?
Well, I don't know if they're just saying it. My friends say that I've got quite a good pronunciation, but I don't know if they're just saying that to make me happy.
I think it's good. It's good. You said sao. Yes, the same like we do actually. Trying wine ice cream in Baku. So Katie, you have come here to attend a wedding of your friends. What do you think was different from your way of doing it? What stood out the most to you? What you loved about it and didn't maybe like something?
So our traditions are very different. Obviously in Azerbaijan there's the tradition of the groom collecting the bride from the bride's house. That would never happen in the UK because it's seen as bad luck to see the bride before the wedding, so they would always travel separately. Definitely there was a lot of food. That was one thing I noticed. Just everyone was constantly eating, and it was really fun to do some dancing. That was very new. So that was really nice. In the UK as well, our sort of more formal side of things, like signing the papers, that's actually done as part of the ceremony. That's done in front of everybody. So it was quite interesting not to have that. So it was very different, but a very fun experience at the same time.
How did you feel about dances? Were they really hard to repeat?
So I kind of just did that and like hoped for the best. But my friends were very patient teachers, which helped, and it was fun. I probably was absolutely terrible at it, but I enjoyed it.
I think I've seen some of your videos and they were good.
Oh good, I'm glad to hear that.
Yes. I'm glad we preserved this part of culture.
Yeah, exactly. I enjoyed it.
At least.
It's probably more fun than like the DJ as well, actually, I found.
And also, of course, the most evident difference is in the amount of guests. The number of guests is totally large here. Now I told Katie that we have weddings of 100 people or so, but she attended a wedding of 250, which is probably more common still. But it's too much sometimes, the music and everyone. And also very surprised about this tradition we have of sending money in envelopes, like a gift. We don't have gift culture here.
Yeah, I've noticed that actually. I don't know. It made my life easier because I think I was a bit worried about what should I bring, what do you bring. So for me it was quite easy that the answer was just money. It's probably a lot more complicated than the way we do it. I think we sort of like send out a list to the guests, and a guest would like decide what gift to buy. It's normally household things. So in some ways I think money is easier in that they can just go and buy that themselves.
Yes. I also think this way. For the birthdays we have gifts as well. For birthdays, weddings definitely money, and it's easier. Sometimes people want attention. This kind of stuff. Oh, you remember, but it's more for the birthdays. For sure. Our video comes to an end here, and I like to say that I'm so grateful to the internet for granting me this chance to get acquainted with so many people from around the world. Katie is one of my many international friends, but she was actually my first virtual friend who I got the chance to meet in person. Although I have friends from Turkey and Georgia, we still didn't get this chance, but I'm really happy that we made it with Katie. We spent an amazing time, and I hope that our video, our discussions encourage you to visit Azerbaijan as well. If you like this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel for more, and also share this video with your friends who might consider coming to Azerbaijan as well. Thank you very much again, and see you in the next video. Bye!